Welcome back, tribe. I have one here from a new channel, Men Only.
What happened to men pursuing girls?
What happened? Why aren't men pursuing women anymore? Honestly, I don't know why women keep asking this question over and over. But let's see if we can try and explain it to them one more time. But let's be honest, though, the answers we're giving them are going to go in one ear and right out the other, because the reality is they don't really want to know what men actually think. They just want men to validate what they think is the reason, even though it's completely wrong. So why are men not approaching women anymore? Well, to quote an old guy from a few hundred years ago, let me count the ways. And I'm going to give you the 3 biggest reasons why men have stopped approaching. Number 1, because there's nothing to be gained in doing so. Sorry, ladies, but men have figured out that while you think you can have all the insane expectations in the world, like if he isn't 6 feet tall with 6-pack abs and a 6-figure income, you also tell us that if men have even the slightest of expectations, hell, any at all, then we're controlling, manipulative, and abusive. The expectation in today's relationships is that they're a one-way street where men give, and get nothing in return. Thanks, but no thanks. Number 2, because it's not safe to approach women anymore. The risk to being in the vicinity of a woman or a group of women, let alone approaching one, is simply too great. False allegations are rampant at work, at school, in the home, literally anywhere in today's society. Women have weaponized Me Too and are using it to get back at men for even the slightest of reasons, knowing not only will they be believed, even when it's been proven beyond a doubt that they're lying, but that they'll get a ton of sympathy for the trauma they faced. Approaching a woman nowadays isn't just taking the risk of getting mocked, made fun of, or told to go away, incel. It carries the very real risk of arrest, prison, and having your life destroyed. Ask yourselves, ladies, would you be willing to take that risk, knowing that if you just happen to pick the wrong person to approach, they'll destroy your life just because they can? Yeah, I didn't think so. And finally, number 3, the biggest and best reason of all. You told us not to, ladies. You've made it abundantly clear you don't want us, don't need us, and most importantly, don't want us approaching you. So while you may think we men aren't listening, aren't paying attention, we heard you loud and clear, and we men are giving you exactly what you want, which begs the question, why, for the love of God, do you keep asking these same questions over and over?
Hey, little Bumble update. I was supposed to have a date tonight. We're supposed to meet here at a restaurant at 7:30.
Go to the gym.
It was going to be a first date. The guy pursued me, of course. And we've chatted probably for like 4 days. And yesterday he was like, hey, can I have your number? Let's talk off of here. And I was like, sure, let's do it. And so we did. And so he's texted me, being consistent. And he was like, so when am I going to be able to take your, pretty butt on a date? And I was just like, well, I'm free anytime in the evenings, after 6. I work, and on the weekends after 6. I work on the weekends too. And so he was like, okay, well, I don't have any plans tonight. What about tonight? Is that too early? And I was like, no. I was like, I don't have any plans either. And he's like, well, would you want to go, grab a drink, go to dinner? What would you want to do something? I was like, yeah,
damn,
I love that.
Hurry up.
I was like, I'll be free. We can meet somewhere. I can meet you at 7:30 somewhere. Okay.
Christ.
Where do you want to go? You just pick a restaurant and I'll meet you there. And he did. Love that. So he, we text up until about 6:30. And so at 6:40, I was like, hey, it'll be 15 minutes and I'll be, leaving. It takes me about 15 to get there. Nothing. Okay, cool. So then I texted him at 7 when I was leaving. I was like, hey, I'm on my way. Nothing. So then I get to the restaurant and it's about 7:20 and I'm not early for anything. We're supposed to meet at 7:30. I'm normally here right at 7:30, but I was early. And so I call him because I was like, well, maybe he's driving. I don't know how far it takes him. He just, whatever. Call him.
And what are you going to ask everybody? Why is this happening to me? Why are guys such assholes? You need to go back to the gym. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. He was messaging just like you were, multiple people on Bumble, and finally the better option responded by the time your date happened and he went ahead and met that one. You got nexted for a hotter girl that probably goes to the gym. It is what it is, man. You swipe left on dudes that literally have the wrong color shirt on, or he has a picture with a fish, or he's hanging out with too many of his bros, or he's doing something you don't like. The same way men are swiping yes on every woman and planning dates with every woman they can, and then they get to pick which ones they really want to go on the date with after the responses come in. That's men's strategy on dating apps. That's all it is. Ladies, you're getting ghosted because you're not his main choice. You're just one of many. And this is why you'll never win this game. So yes, you just wasted all this time doing your little makeup on your eyes, your concealer, foundation. All this bullshit was for nothing because he's out trying to dig the guts out of some other chick that looks better than you in his eyes. Get over it. Next.
And no answer. So I looked, I was like, he hadn't blocked me because my texts are still going through. He hasn't blocked me on the app. So like, whatever. So it is now 7:52 and we're supposed to be at 7:30 and I've heard nothing from him. So, this sucks. Like, why waste my time? Because I stopped working early. So I could leave, get home, get ready. Like you pursued me. Like, why? Why waste my fucking time? Like, that's what pisses me off about dating in this world is like, be a damn adult and like cancel. Like or don't even pursue me. Like
no, because what if the other chicks cancel on him or he doesn't like them? He'll come back to you. You're going to be I'm so sorry. I just had a family emergency. I had to go do this thing. I hope you understand. I'll make it up to you. Let's go on another date. Promise I'll be there early. And his other options have dried up. So he'll actually show up to that date, spit some game at your dumb ass, and then boom, panties drop. Next, boom, next, repeat, rinse and repeat, because you're only matching the same top percentile man that every other woman wants, but you're literally seeing the market deem you as less of an option than the women he's actually choosing to go on dates with. If you're constantly being ghosted, you're somewhere in the middle of the pack. You're the backup, the fun chick. You're the slump buster. That's what they're called. That's all it is, dude. The really pretty chicks don't have conversations like this. They don't get stood up. Those guys are pulling out all the stops and they are going on their dates and they're not flaking. You're getting flaked on because you're a slump buster. Don't kill the message.
Like, don't waste my time. It's very frustrating. Just to be like I've wasted my time, wasted makeup, to come here, wasted gas, and then just for you to not show up when all you had to do was, I don't know, not talk to me or just not ask me out. Like, what's the purpose of it? But here we are again, fourth time.
Again, biology. If you were hotter, this would happen less and less to you. Get more attractive. The same way men tell each other, hey, bro, self-improvement. You got to lift. You got to get abs. You got to get good looking. You got to build charisma. This all ups your closing rate. Ladies, same thing. Lose the weight. Do better on your makeup. Fix your face. Go get plastic surgery. Go do whatever the hell they need to do today to make you look better so your closing rate with guys is higher. It is what it is, bro. I don't make the rules. This is what you asked for. This is the hypersexualization and the commodification of the female body in real time. This is what society has led to. You are just a body to men. You're no longer a person. You're another notch on the belt. You tell men you don't need them. You tell men you're sexually empowered. You could do what you want with your body, and you've reduced yourself down to, and not you personally, but as a whole, one gender has reduced themselves down to what's in between their legs. One, the previous generations fought so hard for them to be seen on an equal level with men. This is the society you voted and fought for. Now you're mad that we're inching back into some tribal setup where a few percentage of men have the lion's share of the women. And now you're forced to literally share those few men on the dating apps. It's happening. Why would he text you back? Why would he show any effort? Why would he give a shit about you when there's 50 other women lined up? You're nothing. You mean nothing. You get no respect. And they think they're empowered and they're winning this game. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Cool.
Look
Absolutely.
at this.
I have had multiple men in my adult life ask me the same question.
God, bro. Jim.
Megan, you seem
Go to the
great.
gym.
You seem awesome. How come you've never had a boyfriend? How am I supposed to?
I don't know. I wonder, bro. Look at the size of those wrists. I'm just being honest. Can we have a real conversation with women? Can we not blow smoke up their ass? Can we tell them, here's what's actually wrong? Here's why you can't get a boyfriend. Here's why no man wants to commit to you. I'm just being honest. That's it. I can lie to you and say, men are such pigs. Men are assholes today. They're just boys in grown bodies. They have no idea what they want. Men aren't men anymore. Men aren't doing the manly things they're supposed to. All I keep hearing is men are great until it's time to be great. We're strong and independent. We don't need any man. What are men good for? What does a fish need a bicycle for? You asked for this. You've been gaslighting each other. You've been lying to one another for so long that you've lost touch with reality of what men really want and what are really looking for. Now, all your girlfriends, your family, and whoever else is a spineless turd in your life that fails to tell you simply, men don't find you attractive. The main issue is you need to lose weight. Obesity is not attractive. Sorry, fat acceptance movement. It's just never going to happen. You cannot fight against biology. We like fit bodies. We like muscles on men. We like hourglass figure on women. It's rooted in something deeper than a social construct. Hourglass figure, big hips means more fertility. Bigger breasts show more breast milk potential. All this stuff is just wired in us without even thinking. It's subconscious that we look at it. You want a man with big muscles who's tall. Why? Because he could protect you. You feel safe. You feel like he's competent. He could kill other men with his bare hands. That comes from caveman day. And you're not changing it anytime soon. Once we begin accepting that we behave and operate under these fundamental animalistic principles, then we can begin fixing the issues with not only dating and relationships, marriage, but society as a whole. The way we treat people for doing bad things, how we punish criminals, how we look at the sanctity of marriage, relationships, sex, all this stuff is underpinned foundationally in biology. The moment we accept that we are animals and subconsciously are driven in these directions, we could start building a society that can live harmoniously with those needs. As of right now, we're trying to fight against it and say everything is a social construct. It's invented. It's not rooted in biology. And here's the issues, the disconnect you're seeing happen in real life, the mental illness that we're seeing that's rampant today. These people are detached from reality. And when you're detached from reality and your ideas can't take root in the real world, you have a mental breakdown. And this is what we're seeing. All these women that we're watching are having mental breakdowns because the ideas in their head are not matching the reality of their situation, the consequences that they're dealing with. But it's misogyny if you talk about it. Sorry, you may not like the way I'm packaging shit and you want me to be more academic and show you studies and all this shit. That's just not the way I deal out information, man. Sorry, this is my experience, anecdotal. This is the experience of thousands of other men, anecdotal. This is what's happening in the dating market as a whole, statistically backed. I'm not going to cite papers for you and all this other shit. Go do your own research. If you don't believe me, go look at your own life. This is why you're posting this shit. This is why you're literally running into the same problem head first as millions of other women before you. And it will be the same issue that millions of women after you will run into as well until you learn. This is all this manosphere, red pill, all these ideologies are. I am just illuminating truth. I'm not prescribing shit. If I tell you to go to the gym, that's very simple. It's healthy for everybody. Don't get offended. Leave your ego at the door. We all should be working out, getting physical in general. Doesn't even have to be at the gym. Go walk, go do something, move your body. It's healthier for you. Your family will respect you more for doing it. Your friends will respect you more. Everybody around you will look up to you for getting in shape and taking care of yourself. And by taking care of yourself, you can take care of them more. Do it in a selfless manner then. Jesus Christ. Lord help us. I got on the DHS list having my civil liberties infringed because I say shit like that. Unbelievable.
Just to answer that. Because yeah, I am great. I am awesome. But it's like when you go to a job interview and they're like, what experience do you have? And you're like, well, actually, this is going to be my first job, but like, I'm really prepared for it. I went to college. I got all the classes done. Like, I know exactly what this job needs from me. But you've never had experience. You've never done this job before. And they don't hire you. That's how I currently feel. Because again, multiple men in my adult life who I have talked to have asked me that question. And I say the same thing back. Like, I don't know. Because I do feel like I'm prepared for this. I am not hiding anything from you guys. There's not some
See?
weird skeleton in my closet. No human
There's no skeleton. It's covered by too much adipose tissue. That's what it is. People are lying straight up to your face.
skeletons. And I know without a shadow of a doubt in my heart that there's going to be some keyboard warrior who looks at me and he says, you know the reason. You know the reason. Because you're
And you're not listening. You're not listening. Keyboard warrior.
honey,
right
I
here.
know. I have a mirror. But plenty of plentiful people find love. So shut it. Anyway.
Except
And
you,
with this whole
apparently.
Shoot My Shot series that I've been doing on TikTok. By the way, sorry there have been no updates, but really there have been no updates. Sorry. But a lot of you guys in my comments have been like, Megan, how are you single? Yeah.
It's the one thing you're running from.
And I
losing
know
weight.
this path is not
Adipose
is not an
tissue.
abnormal one for a lot of people. I know that there are a lot of people who are my age, older or younger, who have never had a boyfriend or a significant other. So I know that I'm not alone in this. But at what point?
Megan, whatever your name is, I will bet you $1 million cash that if you undergo significant weight loss, you will have a man literally within 90 days, 1 year of consistent dieting, working out, getting a squat booty, a flat tummy with the outlines of an ab. I will guarantee you will be beating men off with a stick. Once you lose all the adipose tissue around your face, your teeth aren't bad. We can't see your cheekbones. I'm assuming they're pretty decent. You got blue eyes. There is potential here. You are self-inflicting this problem by not doing the one thing you know you should be doing. Instead of the hard work, you choose to say, well, other fat people have found love. I don't want to do all this extra work. They found love. I want to find it too. Okay, good luck scrounging through the garbage dump until you finally find somebody that will accept you the way you are. And it won't be the man you want. Because if a person is going to accept you the way you are, they have low standards for themselves as well. You're going to look at them like, I can do better. The same way a lot of men look at you and go, I can do better. You see how this mentality goes in a circle?
At what point am I not going to be alone?
When you lose weight.
Life. I don't know if I have a point to this video. I'm just upset. I'm just like, yeah, I am a catch. I know it. You know it.
Do the work.
One man. I just need one man. Not just to know it, but like to follow through on it. Like,
show the world.
Where's the follow through, people?
I want to talk about the dating in New York because it f***ing sucks. Like every single situationship and like thing that I've been in has gone so left. And I'm like, is it me? Like, what did I do? And I sit here and I reflect and it's like, I give so much. Like, I hate it that I'm such like a lover girl, even though I don't really like look like it. Like when I love so hard. And like, oh God. And it's like every situationship that I've been in.
Situationship. You call relationships by default situationships. You don't put labels on stuff. We're beginning to see the issue here. Self-inflicted. Yet again, you don't ask men for commitment and you are surprised they're happily going along with your stupid plan of pumped and dumped. Amazing. You mean you don't ask anything of men, so men don't give you anything back of value besides their meat sticks? Welcome to playing the modern dating game as a woman. Your grandma used to demand a house, marriage, stable income, decent family, and God knows what else from the man in order to open her legs for him. You open your legs with no labels. That's what your positive is in your brain. You meet a man and you go, I'm so easy to deal with. I won't even ask you to be my boyfriend. You get to have everything for free. See how great I am? Fast forward 2 months, catch his feelings. I want exclusivity. We've been dating for a couple months and I really like you. I caught feelings. What do you think about that? And he goes, thank you. Next. I will swipe on the next woman. I had my fun. 2 months, great time. You are awesome. You'll find somebody that will love you one day. I'm sure it just won't be me. Congratulations. You played yourself again.
And it just goes left. I'm like, is it me? Like, what did I do?
The collective you.
And it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I don't want to do dating apps anymore. Like, I'm done with dating.
Awesome.
Like, before I met you, I was at peace. And then I met you and we hung out and
Cool.
like did the thing. And it was so good and I was so happy and I was so comfortable and like everything was great. And then it goes left and it's like,
You asked for more.
like disturbs my peace, you know? Like,
Wow. It goes left because you asked for commitment. You started the relationship saying you were non-committal. And then you asked the man for the one thing you told him you weren't. So he bailed. Why are you surprised? Why are any of them surprised by this?
I'm just like so done. Every time I give it another try and I end up like really finding a connection with someone, something ends up
Jesus
happening. And I always think that like I'm the one who fucked it up. And I'm like, oh, like I swear to God, the rate that this is going, I'm like, I just give up. Like
Yeah, you're done.
I totally
Yep.
give up. I
Uh-huh.
throw, like I'm done. I surrender. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
There
going
you
to accept the fact that I want to be alone for the rest of my life because
Cats
I'm
and wine.
never
Yeah.
going
Never
to
find
find my
love.
person because every time I do, and
I
every
get
time I
hurt.
think I found someone, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
And they end
Uh-huh.
up just like,
Wow. You asked for this.
they end up just
Sexual empowerment.
like, just like leaving.
Wow.
And I'm like, what happened? And I
Keep
know
your
this
legs
is like
closed.
so cringe of me because first of all, I hate crying.
Yeah, I hate crying, but cries on camera the entire time. Your grandma had the blueprint for what you should do as a woman to get everything you want in life. It was called keeping your legs closed. Then you fought for sexual empowerment. Then it's my body, my choice. Then it's I'm strong and independent. I could do whatever I want. Better than a man. I could beat a man at his own game. Here's you beating a man at your own game. Look, you're crying on camera, on TikTok, sharing with the world how you're actually getting pumped and dumped. Imagine seeing your mom one day posting this video, bro. Your kid in school. One day in the future, you're going to look back on this video and there's going to be Timmy next to you in class be like, hey, Bug Sandwich Jim, look at your mom. Wow, this is his mom. Look, she's crying on camera, guys. Look at Bug Sandwich Jim's mom. Look. She's crying on camera. She was getting pumped and dumped. Wow, can you imagine how much bullying that kid is going to face? Yet again, we don't understand the consequences of getting on camera.
Crying, especially in front of people because I don't want to show my weakness and vulnerability.
Too late.
But at the same time, I'm like, somebody else has to relate to this because what the fuck actually? So now I'm here trying to enjoy the holiday with my family. My stepdad was nice enough to make me a super stiff drink.
Dad.
So I can breathe for a second and just relax.
Broken home.
But yeah. How's your Sunday?
Men are owed a global apology. You see, we were sold this lie as women that we could have the most perfect man, we could have everything we've ever wanted, and all our desires and dreams would come true. But it really was an illusion. It really was false. And what it's done for women is it's kept them single, because the agenda of it was to remove the woman from the home and to stop the man wanting to return to it. So my global apology to men is that I'm sorry that I always thought I knew more, and I'm sorry that I didn't let you lead, and I'm sorry that because of that, you would have never felt good enough, and that's simply not true. You are good enough, and we do appreciate you, and we do love you so much, and I'm sorry that those actions of mine made you feel like you weren't enough. The truth was that I didn't feel like I was enough. and I was projecting that onto you, and you didn't deserve that. So that's my global apology to all men. Ladies, use the comment section below. What is your apologies? What do you want to say sorry for? What is your global apology to men?
I want these trad femme to get their cuck husbands online and just prove to me that their relationship's happy. I'm sick of hearing women grifting and we apologize as they get a ring on their finger to make their husbands feel better, have very little traditional qualities in themselves. They're coming from, quote, ex-femme backgrounds anyways, in gynocentric countries anyways. I'm sure some of them are legitimately good, but they're probably not online doing online content. And if they are, it's always with their man. She's doing content alone. What does that say? Don't know. Apologies for most men falling on deaf ears, because for every one of you, there's 100. I'm sure that's great that the conversation's finally being had, and there's some women bold enough to come out in the open and say this stuff. And I guess that's a sign of progress, I guess, because it's not pure man hating anymore. It's, you know, the scales are starting to tip in the other direction here and there. Great, dude. That's all great. When I see couples with a man leading, showing his feminine traditional woman that's submissive to him, then I'll go, that's the real deal right there. When he's got his woman being a perfect example of a traditional woman under his leadership on video, then I'll go, cool. As of right now, I'm not buying any of this shit. Your words mean nothing. Apology not accepted. There you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. See you later, DHS.